What? What? Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Kim Savvy, and I'm back with another entry of REM Diary. Yay! So grab your coffee, grab your OJ, grab whatever breakfast you want, and prepare yourself for this one. Because I literally was like a dream of mutant superheroes. So, today is November 5th, and last night it was a very action and a little gory. No, that's not the word. Gloomy. Gloomy is the word I was looking for. It was a little gloomy. So in my dream, there was this guy, me. No, there was two guys, me, and then there was like, it was like a whole school of people. So I'm not sure if everybody who went to this school was a mutant or just the three of us knew each other and had history with each other from the past. So we all three of us knew that each of us had some kind of power. So one day, it was like lunch. We were having lunch in the school. Now, we were all dressed like a picture like Wolverine's old school outfit, the one with the yellow and the blue and the black, but just one color, which represented like the grade that you were in the school. So I was in the black, one of the boys was in all of the blue, and the other boy was in all red. So it could be just age too, like I don't know, however the school did it, but that's how we were all dressed, and like the school was also dressed in that kind of category. So there was one day I was in the cafeteria and I was waiting for them to come so we could eat, but I was waiting, and all of a sudden at the table, like, I got the biggest chills, and I started seeing flashes before my eyes. Like, I started like seeing the future almost, because I guess my power was that I could see the future and I could sense when things were gonna happen or if things were gonna come, like that kind of stuff. So my sixth sense was like very up there. I was kind of psychic almost. And I was sitting at the table, and I was just kind of rocking back and forth, and I was just like trying to ignore it. I tried to put music on like on my phone so that people would think I'm just rocking to my music. And then one of the boys comes over, he's in the red, and he's like, are you okay? Like, what's happening? Can you tell me what you're seeing? And I was like, I don't know. There's something's coming, something bad is gonna happen. It's something really, really bad. And then the other boy in the blue starts to come over, but as he starts to come over, a bell rings, and it was like the fire alarm, and we all had to go outside. And he's asking, so the blue guy is asking the red guy, he's like, is she okay? Like, what did she see? Did she tell you? And he was like, she didn't tell me what she saw, but she said something bad is gonna happen. And he was like, oh shit, like this is bad. And the one in the blue, he's like a funny, quirky kind of guy. He's kind of like, what was that guy's name? Knight Rider? I don't know, but he's like really funny and quirky and just likes to make people laugh. So during the fire drill, it was also raining outside, and we had gathered across the street to some other building, and we all kind of huddled underneath the, what is that called? The thing that sticks out, like the little word here. And everybody was like standing underneath it, and I was holding some kind of like chakra, or like, I never saw what it was, but I saw like the chain like wrapped around my hand, but I never opened my hand, so it was like inside my hand. I don't know what it was, but I held that, and I was like rocking a little bit like this, like just thinking about my dream. And some kid was trying to make fun of me, but then the blue kid was like, he just took over and took all the attention off of that kid, off of me, and decided, I'm gonna go run in the rain. And so he starts running into the rain, and that's when I have like a super instant vision, and I see him get squished by something that fell out of the sky. Sorry guys, I had to blow my nose out real quick. So I was like, I freaked out and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And I looked for the guy in the red. Obviously, I don't think I ever knew these guys' names. I don't even, like, I don't know who they were real time. I called the guy in the red Iron Man as a joke. And I think I called the one in the blue Man, because it's like Iron Man, Blue Man, whatever, Red Man, Blue Man. So I was looking for Iron Man, and he wasn't there because he wanted to scout the area, so because he could fly. Like, he wasn't like robotic like Iron Man. I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to explain this the best I can, okay? Okay, what I'm trying to say is this red man had the powers of Iron Man, but was human, okay? If that makes any sense. And when he turns his powers on, like, his whole body gets covered like Spider-Man. So, like, you don't see his face, his arms, like, you don't see anything. So anyways, I'm like looking for him and I don't see him and then I'm like, oh, okay, he went to go look around to see if everything was okay. And then everybody's laughing at Blue Man, and he's just like dancing in the puddles and stuff. And he's just trying to keep the mood like light. And all of a sudden, I like screamed and I told him, I said, run, get out of the street now. And he like looked at me like, because he knows I'm psychic and I can see shit. So he looks up and he starts to dodge something, and everybody's like looking at me like, what the fuck's your problem? And then all of a sudden you hear boom, and it hits the floor, right? I need to wake up for this, yo. All right, so this thing comes down, boom, hits the pavement, indents the pavement, and it's like this glowing, it's like a purple indigo glowing block of something. Okay, I don't know what the fuck it was. And it was in the shape of a triangle. Not a, oh boy, like an obtuse triangle, like a weird fucking shaped triangle, okay? So he starts running to come back to the building, and I was like, because I saw what was going to happen. I'm not going to tell you what happens, but I will tell you what I saw when it happened. This is the part I saw, is him getting super close to the building, and one of those things comes down and smashes him like completely. So he starts running, he dodges one, he dodges a second one, and right when he gets to the edge of the building to get underneath the, what the fuck is that called? The like thing that sticks out. Oh my god, I should really Google this shit. But once he gets close enough to get to the sidewalk where everybody's standing, okay, he's like looking at me like, are you okay? And I was like, move! And then boom, and he got smushed by this one of these big freaking things, whatever they are. And then I was screaming like because I saw it. I saw the whole thing, but I didn't tell them, because when I tell them one of my visions, things get worse. So Iron Man comes flying back around because he hears me screaming, and he's like, are you okay? And I was like, Blue Man. Like, I just was like, I couldn't talk. I was so like, my visions were like intense, and like I'm trying to see my real like reality in my dream, but like my visions keep coming in like of the end of the world kind of thing, and I just keep rocking, and I'm trying to tell him that Blue Man got smushed underneath the rock, but only thing that's coming out is Blue Man, and I'm pointing, and all of these other students are like screaming, running around, the teachers are trying to get them, everybody's running, screaming, buildings are getting smashed, cars are getting smashed, and like then all of a sudden Iron Man like lifted the brick because he put 2 and 2 together, and Blue Man was under there. He was completely smushed like a pancake, and there were other kids around him that also got smushed, about 10 of them maybe, and Iron Man said, he'll be back, don't worry. And I was like, I know, but still, what the fuck? So he takes me and he flies me to like the safe house in another building, which isn't really safe when come to find out. So where he flies me to this other safe house, and he's trying to tell me to go into the elevator and go up to whatever floor and go hide out in there, and he'll be back for me. And I was like, okay, okay. And I get in the elevator, I'm trying to go up, and you just hear the building windows being smashed, like people are screaming, and then the elevator stops working, and I have to figure out how to get out of it. And I was like, oh my god, what do I do? And then all of a sudden my dream like changes peripheral back to Blue Man. And I guess Blue Man can regenerate like Deadpool, but the way that he regenerates is by sucking and eating the life of anything that's around him to use for him. So all of these other kids' bodies that were around him, his body melted into black liquid, coated all of these other kids, and just soaked up everything, came back to his like uniform body, and regenerated his whole body. And as he regenerated his whole body, all of the other kids' bodies became skeletons, like just nothing. And he was able, so like his body was able to be remade, but now he had to like wait for his brain to catch up and his internal organs to catch up. So he was regenerating. And then my dream went back to me. I was stuck in the elevator, but I knew this was gonna happen because I saw it happening. And I knew which floor to get off on because I knew right where the elevator was gonna stop, slide, stop, stay for a few minutes, and then just drop. So that second stop that gave me extra minutes, I had to pry open the doors somehow, but low-key I also think the doors were glass, not sure exactly, but I ended up either breaking it or pulling it apart to get through. And when I got through to the other side, I turned back around to look at the elevator that I was in, and it just went and it just kept dropping all the way down until you heard a huge boom, and there was like dust and stuff that flew everywhere. And Red Man / Iron Man came flying back because he was like, oh my god, are you okay? Are you okay? Is everything good? And I was like, yeah. I was like, get out there, go help people. And then I don't know how this happened, but from being up on like a 10th floor of some building, I ended up being back in a parking lot. So I wonder if I could teleport too, because I wanted to help. I didn't want to just be lazy and stay upstairs in one of the rooms. So I teleported back to like a parking lot that's in front of the grocery store, and you know, we were across the street from the school, like a little further down, like more like diagonally. And when I was in that parking lot, I was trying to tell people what they needed. So every time I came across certain people, I could see if they were going to survive or die, and I would just tell them something that they needed, and hopefully they listened to me. So I'm like, I'm walking through the parking lot, and I just see people screaming, people are dropping stuff, people are trying to pack their cars, they're looting stores, they're looting everything. And I came across these two guys. Yeah, I came across these two guys. They were brothers. They were not drug addicts, but they were like junkies. Like they just like to drink a lot and not really do much. And I came across them, and I just knew there was something about them. I was just something. I couldn't read them. I couldn't see their future. Like I didn't have any psychic visions with them. Like there was just like a blockage, and I was like, this is interesting. So I decided I was going to hang out with them and help them. And we ended up, it started to get dark outside, and there's like all these little friggin' alien robot things coming out of, oh yeah, I don't even know if I said that. So after I landed in the parking lot and I met up with these guys. It starts to get darker, and all of a sudden you hear like these super mechanical sounds, almost like World of War, World of War of Worlds, World of War. The one with Tom Cruise. All those like robotic alien sounds is literally similar to what I heard, but not as deep and shorter. And as you look around, all these bricks that landed, like these aliens start coming out of them, or robots or whatever. And Iron Man is like doing his thing. He's like an Iron Man Cyclops powers kind of thing. He's just smashing them, laser beaming them, he's destroying all of them. And I'm trying to help out these two guys try to get somewhere safe because they didn't really have anywhere to go. And I was like, okay, you need to get in a car, because I couldn't tell them that I could see them getting killed by these things if they stayed where they were. Because if I did, again, things got worse. So they were like, okay. And then I look over and I see a guy just chilling on his phone in the car with it all off. And I was like, so we opened the passenger door and I said, look, we're not stealing anything from you, but we want like to be in this car with you. We're going to survive off of each other. And he was like, okay. I didn't really have anybody anyway. And I was like, perfect. So one of the guys slept in the back, like he laid down in the back. And then the other guy sat next to me in the front. And we're just like looking outside. We told the guy to start driving towards the supermarket, and one of the guys was like, yo, can we get a bottle? And I was like, no, why the fuck do we need a bottle? And he was like, well, why not? If we die, well, then we die. At least we could die a little happy. And I was like, you're so basic. So we go to the supermarket, and I don't know how or who got anything, but we ended up getting a bottle of whiskey somehow. So I don't know if I just like saw it on the shelf and brought it over, or saw it, popped it up, put it over, whatever. I don't know how it appeared, but it appeared in the car, and they were like, oh yeah, that's sick, yes, yes, yes. And we were like lit. So then we started driving behind this other building. So like there was nothing was behind the building, and we tried to kind of hide in the trees in the woods. By this point, it's dark as hell, and my vision started to like stop almost, because I was with these guys. And I asked them, I'm like, did you guys ever go to school? And they just were like, no, like lying to me. And I was just like, oh, where were you guys born? And one of them was like, oh, in Texas, and the other one was like, oh, Washington. And I was like, oh, okay. Do you know your parents? And they were like, no. And I was like, huh. Because that's literally like almost everyone in my dream, like all of these, the same questions you get asked. Like if you don't know any of the answers to these questions, then like you're basically like a sibling. Like you were born on a random ass day, you were left out to be adopted, and you have powers. And I think that they were drinking to avoid using powers, or like to just seem normal. And I was like trying to investigate as to like who the hell these people were. But I ended up waking up because my alarm went off. And then I was like, I was trying to piece everything together, because when I had my dreams like this, like they don't go in order. They don't really make any sense until after I wake up and piece everything together. So it's like, what? Like in the beginning, like I saw all of the visions at the cafeteria. So I saw the visions of my friend getting smushed. I saw the vision of the aliens coming out and Red Man like destroying them. I saw the visions of one of the brothers getting killed and the other one is distraught. I saw the visions of like all these students getting smushed. Like it was so bizarre, but apparently I knew in my dream that if I told them my vision, it gets worse, which is strange because I don't know how I know that when I didn't do it at all in my dream, but like I knew in my dream. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was weird. Very, very interesting though. It was like a mutants kind of dream. I just don't know the ending or the plot or like their origin stories, which sometimes like in my dreams, like I automatically understand the origin story. Like, for example, knowing that if I tell my psychic vision, shit gets worse. But I don't know. All I do know is my leg fell asleep because I was sitting on it. But I feel like that was a very interesting dream. I don't know. Have you guys ever had dreams of the world ending, of aliens or robots or whatever? Have you ever had a dream that you had some kind of superpower other than flying? Because I feel like everybody has a dream about flying. Comment down below. Let me know because I want to hear it. And don't forget to like and please subscribe. If you want, you can hit that bell for notifications every time I do upload. We do upload every Monday and Wednesday at 8 a.m. And sometimes I have a Sunday special at 6 p.m. Could be a vlog, could be a shopping haul, could be a montage, any of those things. But I will catch you guys in the next one, so stay tuned and keep posted. Don't forget, you can also follow me here and here. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.